All right, what is going on, guys? Bubbles back again, coming at you with like pretty much all the information that we have on the white as well as Ichigo. I recorded early because we had this, but I do want to actually go over the characters completely because we actually have the full-on strong attack kit, which I think is important. So I'm scrapping the video. My video is coming out later than it's supposed to, and I apologize for that. I just want to make sure that I just want to give you proper information. It's as simple as that. So we're gonna scrap that video, and and by scrap I mean like literally scrap. I literally have it uploading, but I want to make sure that you guys it'd be unethical for me to release a video that's incomplete, in my opinion. So going into it, 8th anniversary Ichigo. This character actually looks absolutely insane. So let's just quickly break down how insane this character is. Going into the affiliation, Soul Reaper affiliation, killer, hollow, and no affiliation killer, 884 spiritual pressure, 386 focus. That's incredibly high. Going into his utility skills, we have sprinter, we have poise, we have poise break, which is probably going to be good for a limit breaker quest, so that's going to be new. We have increased status element chance against all technique attribute enemies, which is really good. And we have havoc 20% along with read all affiliation dodge, debilitator plus 5 seconds. So we're going to actually lead the enemies, we're going to leave the enemies weakened and drained for a longer period of time, which is good. Hit an enemy chance 100%. Going into the damage multipliers, this character is freaking insane. Frenzy plus 3, right? So 4 hits per normal attack of your strong attack. So that's dumb. Dummy good, but like dumb. Damage inflicted at full stam 20%, so that'll go up to 45%. So Frenzy plus 3 and damage inflicted at full stam 20%. That together is just insane. Then we have shared complete status immunity. So your team pretty much becomes immune. You have sharpshooter. So you have guard break as well as nullify range resistance. I like how I completely missed these for utility. It might be. And then we have devastation 60%. So he doesn't have a devastation 40%, which is good. That means that he's going to be able to hit significantly harder. And on top of that, we get the damage from the full stamina damage boost 20% that's already built into him. So from the soul bomb perspective, he's getting damage from the devastation 60%, the weaken, the damage inflicted at full stam 20%, and from the strong attack side, we have frenzy plus 3, we have damage inflicted at full stam 20%, increased status element chance to all tech attribute enemies, so that we're probably going to weaken very often, but we're also going to drain very often. So stacking full stamina damage boost on this character and taking hits, like, he should be completely fine, honestly, unless you're like running IT and then you get smacked by like 3 enemies and you're taking back shots like Tom Holland after he broke up with Zendaya because she smashed 2 dudes on Euphoria or something like that, right? Like, I don't know. Either way, pretty damn good. Now, this is where he becomes a little to me. His first strong attack is going to be an 18% magnification first strong attack. That's not good. I don't think it's I think it's a bad strong attack. I don't think it's the worst strong attack that he could get. This is going to cause a lot of weaken procs and drain procs. So I don't think it's necessarily bad, but I do think that it's going to hurt him in longevity in the long run. Like, whereas 6th anniversary Aizen, in my opinion, is still really OP, like probably top 3 heart units, despite him being 2 years old at this point. This character might end up getting outclassed just because of this one first strong attack. It's the strong attack that you're going to use the most, right? Fortunately, he has a strong attack recharge of 14%, but I mean, it is what it is. It's just one thing to think about, right? I was hoping that it was going to be the 40% magnification first strong attack based on the video, because we got this and then we got the video, and yeah, so no, it's 40. It's 18%, and this is the main reason that I'm restarting my video, because I specifically said like 40. This is probably a 40%. No, it's not. Second strong attack is gonna be speed Ulquiorra. We did like pretty much distinguish this from the 960. I said that it looked a little small in the AoE looked smaller compared to like a normal 960, so that ended up being correct, unfortunately, because I personally like the 960, but 750 I don't think it's bad. I just think that it would be nice. But the thing that's really cool about this character is like the amount of hits that you're gonna get on this vortex. You get 25 hits, so frenzy plus 3, you're gonna get a 100 hit vortex. 100 hit vortex. It says vortex 20 hits step 1. This is gonna be the vacuum portion of the attack, so just keep that in mind. Next, we have the third strong attack standard full screen, right? and overall pretty damn good. We'll see that in the gameplay in a bit. Going into White. White is pretty damn good. He's going to be a nuker. Unfortunately, he didn't get Captain Killer like some people might have wanted. He did get No Affiliation and Soul Reaper Killer, which I think is still pretty good. He ended up picking up the No Affiliation as well. A lot of people were speculating whether or not we would get our first Hollow only unit. Some people like myself thought it was going to be like Hollow Soul Reaper. I thought it would have been cute if they did like Hollow / Soul Reaper, due to the obviously dead Soul Reapers that he has infused into him. But since he wasn't made in Huecamundo, or was he made in Huecamundo? Since he wasn't like naturally born, I think that they wanted to just give him No Affiliation, so that way they didn't have to like deal with that pretty much. We have 880 Spiritual Pressure, 381 Focus. Going into the innate skills, let's just talk about strong attack damage multipliers real quick. This character has Frenzy +2. He has a status ailment spiritual pressure boost 80%. He has damage. He has increased status ailment chance against hard attribute enemies. And the reason I bring this up in particular, instead of leaving this with like utility skills, is because he also has damage to drained and lacerated enemies 100% when he procs both, and he does proc both unless the enemy is immune to one of the ailments. If the enemy is completely immune, obviously he doesn't get this, but the fact that this character gets plus like ×2 damage is stupid as hell. We've seen this with characters like Tensa Zangetsu, the speed one, who gets plus 100% damage when not inflicting a status ailment, and he pretty much has like Frenzy +5 damage. This character is going to get like Frenzy +5 damage with his strong attacks when he procs a status ailment, and which, as you see here, Frenzy +2, increased status ailment chance, very easy for him to do. And with the spiritual pressure boost 80%, very, very, very good. Going into the soul bomb damage is where things get interesting. This character has bombardment +1, so he didn't get bombardment +2, which I was thinking might have actually been a thing, but he has status element spiritual pressure boost to like go with the bombardment. He gets the damage to drain and lacerated enemies plus 100%. Then he gets a new skill called the Team Party Mind Attribute Character Special Move Damage plus 30%, and he has built-in weakened defense. That's a lot of damage. So chances are you're probably going to build this character full standard damage boost as well as weakened defense, so that way you get double weakened defense, and that is just absolutely insane. Going into the utility skills, this character has a sprinter +3, so he has 4 flash steps like Yoruichi and Soipon's. He has all status immunity, so he's immune to all status elements. He does not give this to the team. Marauder, so nullify melee resistance as well as guard break. Debilitator +2 seconds for the lacerate and drain, that's pretty standard. Increased status ailment chance against hard attribute enemies plus 10%. Having 20% to his strong attacks as the increased strong attack area by 20%. Some people still don't know what Havoc is, which is funny to me. It's like the most important skill. I would recommend you learn that. Team Party Mind Attribute Character Movement Speed 30%, as if he needed that with his Sprinter +3. I mean, I guess it's nice because he gives it to the party, so your whole party's going to be zooming, and then you also have Team Party Mind Attribute Character Special Move Damage plus 30% for your entire squad. For content like Epic Grades, this is dumb. For content like Senkaimon, dumb. For content like Guild Quest, dumb. I did do the calculations for this character versus a Yamamoto. He is just slightly under Yamamoto's damage, like very, 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 very close damage here. Going into his actual kit, his first strong attack is going to be a lunge, 690 to 750. Very, very strange. If you're familiar with Gantenbein or Kensei or Yami's SA2/SA3, that's what this is going to be. It's a pretty good strong attack because it's a vacuum shoulder thrust type attack. I think it's good. I think it's better than a normal lunge, especially considering the range is better than 570, which is a normal lunge. So that's good, in my opinion. Next, we have Uryu. I believe this is Uryu. Yeah, we have 7th anniversary Uryu's lunge, 870 into 1080 AoE lunge. Very, very strong lunge, in my opinion. And then a vacuum lunge radius, like 810 radius strong attack 3. This is still a very, very, very good attack. Though the problem that I see with this character is he gets locked into place a lot because of all the vacuums that he does. So let's just quickly go over the actual gameplay. Unfortunately, my boy here has a bad mic. I really hope they upgrade his mic. Oh, the English one has the same microphone. It's not. I don't like it. All right. So going into white, we already talked about him, so we're just going to go straight to the gameplay. Let me not waste y'all time. I am excited for him. I think he looks very, very, very cool here too. Normal attacks. So standard 375, 375, 375, and then 375 AoE distant around yourself. First strong attack is going to be the vacuum lunge. Vacuum lunge. This is some people's third strong attack. So it's not bad. I think that a lot of people saw it and they think it's lackluster. I can understand that, but I don't think that he's a bad character. Second strong attack, lunge. Very, very good radius on his lunge. And then his third strong attack is going to be the vacuum into AoE. If you're familiar with 5th anniversary Byakuya and his vacuum explosion, it's pretty much the same thing, to be honest. For some reason, I keep thinking that his third strong attack has a lunge part, but it's literally just the vacuum explosion. Good strong attack. I think it's good. Maybe I'm coping. I don't know. I'm saying it a lot. Maybe I am coping. Either way, bombardment, weaken defense, damage plus 30% to his soul bomb. Damage to lacerate and drain plus 100% together when it's together. So dumb. It's so dumb, bro. Oh, the Ichigo looks so good, bro. I always find it funny whenever they change his hairstyle. Like they always like slightly alter it. Alright, so let's move on. I wish that he got at least Sprinter plus 2 or Long Stride. I kind of like Long Stride. I like Sprinter plus 2. Let me just see one thing real quick. So these enemies are mined, so you're not going to see the increased status of them and chance against these enemies, which is kind of unfortunate. Alright, so the first strong attack honestly kind of looked like it would be a beam or it would be a 40%. Like you can see this moving forward. This is going to be the 18% magnification for strong attack. It's kind of unfortunate, but I mean it is what it is. Second strong attack is going to be the same as Speed Ulquiorra. So 750 AoE distant into homing vortex. 100 hit homing vortex, by the way. Nuts. Actually stupidly nuts. And then standard full screen third strong attack. You can't really go wrong with this, to be honest. I wish the animations were a bit more flashier, but like since these characters are very stylized, I can see why they didn't risk too much. Like if you look at 7th anniversary Ichigo, Uryu, 6th anniversary Aizen, 5th anniversary Ichigo and Byakuya, like you could tell that K-Lab took a big risk in their special moves and it paid off, in my opinion, very, very well. Like those are iconic soul bombs and they're all original design characters. Here K-Lab is going more, in my opinion, toward like the 1000-Year Blood War-esque route, which I don't think is necessarily bad, but I wish that it wasn't for anniversary. I wish that this was like the end of the month banner and they just did like a 3-character banner for the end of the month. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be the breakdown on this entire banner. I'm going to leave it at that. Guys, grind on, catch up, and stay blessed. For those that are interested in should you summon on this banner, then you can click right here on this video on the top right, and that should lead you there to my overall thoughts on the banner breakdown. For those that are interested in just like what the banner is actually going to have. Let's see here. I'll pull it up at the very least. There we go. I'm like scrolling. There we go. Okay, cool. And yeah, it's not a bad filler. Honestly, I think that it's actually pretty good. It's better than last year's, in my opinion. You have some useless characters, in my opinion, like Yamamoto and Mayuri and Ulquiorra, if you don't care for Guild Quest. But if you do care for Guild Quest, Ulquiorra and Mayuri end up becoming very, very good choices. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. Stay blessed, y'all. See y'all next one. Peace.